Let's begin with a brief overview of HPLC. HPLC is commonly used to separate analytes within liquid samples. HPLC can also be used to quantify the concentrations of each component within such mixtures. The diagram shown on the screen is a schematic of the important components of an HPLC. At the beginning of the diagram are one or more solvents, which are pressurized by a pump. The solvents make up what is called the mobile phase. A small volume of sample is injected into the pressurized mobile phase. The flow of the mobile phase then carries the sample to the HPLC column, where ideally all analytes of interest are separated so that each analyte is released from the column during a separate time segment. After exiting the column, analytes pass through the detector, which generates a signal as a function of the concentration of each analyte. After passing through the detector, the analytes and the mobile phase are collected in a waste container. In order to save bench space, modern HPLC instruments are configured with stackable components. This picture illustrates a typical HPLC system manufactured by Agilent. The solvent bottles are placed in a secondary container which rests on top of the pump. The stack of components on the left-hand side includes an autosampler, where sample vials are housed, a column compartment, and one or more detectors. Each component of the HPLC is powered on and off separately. Each component communicates to a computer through software that can vary from one instrument to the next. Using an HPLC is not without hazards to the safety of operators and other occupants of the associated laboratory space. Recommended personal protective equipment for HPLC users includes protective eyewear, nitrile gloves, and a lab coat. Wearing personal protective equipment is particularly important when you are handling solvents and changing columns. Wearing gloves during these procedures protects your hands from the chemicals and minimizes the risk of contaminating the solvents or the column with oils and bacteria on your skin. Note, however, that gloves should be removed before using the computer keyboard or mouse.